Okay, so now we're going to do some examples, and I'm not going to draw the unit circle with everything, but again, go back to the previous video or go back to the textbook or search online and find a unit circle with all of the reference angles with the coordinates. I put those on there before, okay? So you can find those, but now what we're going to do is we're going to use the angles, a given angle, right? To find the coordinates on the unit circle using reference angles. Okay, so for example, in this example, they give us 7 pi over 6 and they want us to find the coordinates of the point that's located on the unit circle given that angle. So the angle is 7 pi over 6. Okay, so 7 pi over 6, first of all, we have to understand is which quadrant is it in? And this is in the fourth quadrant. Why? Because we know that 3 pi over 2 represents 270 degrees. It's the quadrantal angle between the third and the fourth quadrant. And that the equivalent angle, as we stated before, to that is going to be 6 pi over 4. 6 pi over 4, or if we multiply by 3, we get, oh, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. It's, I'm sorry, I was thinking something else. So the equivalent to, so we have 3 pi over, hold on, 3 pi over 2, and we multiply the top and the bottom by 3, we get 9 pi over 6. So this is in the the third quadrant, so my bad. So the first thing is we know this is in the third quadrant, right? Because this is obviously greater than pi, but it's less than 3 pi over 2. Or in other words, 9 pi over 6. Okay? So that means it's in the third quadrant. Okay? So that means x and y are both negative. Okay? Okay, and that gives us an idea, and this is going to help us with to get the correct coordinate. We have to know the sign of their coordinates, okay? So now the thing is what's the reference angle? So first of all, we know it's in the third quadrant, okay? Oops. So it's in the third quadrant, okay? The reference angle. So again, it's in the third quadrant, which means we're going to subtract pi. Okay, in this case, it'll be 6 pi over 6. Okay, and so that leaves us with what? Pi over 6, which by the way, is equal to 30 degrees. So we have a 30-degree reference angle. Wonderful, wonderful. So now, think about this. Now all you have to do is, you know it's in the third quadrant, so we know our triangle is going to look like this, right? And so our point on the line is going to be here. And so guess what? This is going to be negative and negative, right? And so we know that x equals cosine 30 degrees and y equals sine 30 degrees. And again, if we know the reference angles, right, if we know the unit circle and we know the cosine of 30 degrees, right, remember cosine of 30 degrees is adjacent over hypotenuse, so this is going to be the square root of 3 over 2. And that means the sine of 30 degrees is going to be 1/2. And by the way, since we're in the first quadrant, or the third quadrant, it's negative. Okay, and so that means this point is going to be what? It's going to be negative root 3 over 2, comma negative 1/2. Okay, and that's how we do it. It's that easy. Have a great day.